Hey there, this is a follow-up video for my 2013 core set booster box that I videoed about previously. I do have a bit of a cold today, so I'm going to try to get through this. My voice is not what it should be and my throat hurts, but I want to start building decks with these cards, so before I do that, I want to do a video about them. So I'm going to get this taken care of. First of all, these are all the cards that were in the box. Black, blue, red, white, green, tokens, non-basic lands, artifacts, basic lands, and foils, obviously. And then this is the rares. The stack of rares, 36 rares. Some good, some very bad. I'm just going to go through the rares here and show you what I got. First of all, I got this. This is one of the dumbest cards I've ever seen. This is just bullshit. I don't know how you play with this. How can you 200 more cards in your library at the beginning of your upkeep? I guess there are cards that you might be able to play to draw this very early. There are cards that there are cards in this that I've actually gotten in this set actually that let you shuffle your graveyard into your library, but it just seems like playing a 200 card deck with the hope of somehow using this card to win instantly, which isn't very fun anyway, is not a very good plan. So this is just, to quote the card wizard, this is the stink of the ass, and I don't see how you play with this. So anyway, onto the good stuff. Got one Planeswalker, Garruk Primal Hunter, not bad. I think I got one of these actually from the 2012 set in a previous poll that I did, maybe 2011, I don't know. I have a Garruk somewhere. Now I have two. Thundermaw Hellkite, not bad at all, another mythic rare. This card I'm very excited about, Omniscience. It's a very large drop, but it's extremely powerful. You may cast non-land cards from your hand without paying their mana cost. That is something I definitely want to play. I got two Thragtusks, one of which has a misprint, looks like. There's that black dot that this other one doesn't have. I don't know if that's why I got two, if they count as different cards, but regardless, I got a Garruk and two Thragtusks, which means I'm going to be making a green deck. Stormtide Leviathan. I think this is pretty cool. It's, again, another large drop, but it's a very large creature, and it's unblockable, and it really immobilizes your other your opponent's creatures. So, not bad. Gilded Lotus. I thought this was interesting. I'll move my camera a little bit here. Okay, that should be better. This is obviously a reference to the legendary Black Lotus, which of course was a 0-drop. Sacrifice, add 3 mana of any one color to your mana pool. This is a 5-drop, and you tap to do it. I think this is actually a decent card, even if you're not playing a multicolored deck, because what you're basically doing is increasing your available mana by 3 for a net cost of 2, because you spend 5 mana to cast this, and then you've got 3 immediately. So that's a pretty good card, particularly with these other large drop cards that I got that I'm going to want to play with. Trading Post is a non-basic land. It has a bunch of little cool things you can do, none of which are... No, I'm sorry. This is not a non-basic land. It's an artifact. It's kind of a Swiss Army knife, none of which are hugely exciting. Diabolical Revelation. It's a good... excuse me. Good card drawing card. Wit's End, target player discards his or her hand, very useful. Shimian Spectre, it's another black card that helps you get rid of cards from your opponent. Neferox, Overlord of Grixis, pretty good, flying 5/5 already for a 6-drop, and then it's got these extra abilities. Xathrid Gorgon, paralyzes other creatures. Mutilate, good old, self-destructive black card. It affects all creatures, even your own. Obviously, this can be very powerful if you have a lot of swamps in play. Phylactery Lich, I don't know how to pronounce that. I should. I notice a lot of cards in this set that they're powerful creatures that have small drops with a drawback. So here you need to basically have an artifact in play, or else you cannot have this card out. Which, if you have artifacts, that's fine. 3 mana for a 5/5 creature is very good. Spell Twine, you get to copy 2 cards in graveyards. Not bad. Master of the Pearl Trident, I have mentioned my feelings about this kind of card before. Lord of Atlantis, I think, is what this used to be called, and I'm not very excited by it. I have come around on blue, but I don't know, I just still have a thing about merfolk. So Clone, this is one of the cards from the old ABUR set. I always thought this was an uncommon because the rare was Vesuvan Doppelganger, which is basically the same as Clone, except that you could change what creature it is at the beginning of each turn. Or beginning of your own turn, rather. So, anyway, it's useful. I don't think the Doppelganger's in the game anymore. Silklash Spider, pretty good defender. Boundless Realms, this lets you double the number of lands you have on the table. That's good. Korean Dryad, it's multicolor dependent, so I'm not thrilled about that one. Elvish Archdruid, you need a lot of elves for this one to be useful. I don't think I have any elves or very many elves, so I'm probably not going to play with that one. Ground Seal, if you're worried about spells affecting graveyards, then this is obviously very good. It's also drawing a card for 2 mana, which is not bad. Fervor, all your creatures get haste. I think this could actually be very good in a, in kind of a Weenie Madness kind of Goblin Burn deck, which is what I used to play when I was a teenager, and I'll probably do that again with this card. Slumbering Dragon, another, 1 mana for 3/3 flying creature, but it can't do anything until you are attacked by 5 creatures. So then it becomes an 8/8 flying creature for 1 mana, which, not that bad, actually. I might play with that. Hamletback Goliath. This is a good card for, again, kind of a weenie deck. Every time you put a creature in play, this guy gets a significant increase in power and toughness. That's good. Audric, Master Tactician. You get to choose your blockers if he attacks with other people, so that's okay. Captain of the Watch, Vigilance. This is actually good. It's a 6 drop for 3/3. It has Vigilance. You get to put 3 soldiers in play, and each of those soldiers get +1/+1 along with any other soldiers you have. So this is a good card, and I'll play with that in my white deck. Touch of the Eternal. If you have lots of permanents, you can get lots of life. That is good. Rock's Faithman, I think this would be great for a white deck. It doubles the amount of life that you would get if you were getting life. So that is good. And it's also a Rhinoceros, which, can't complain about. Okay, here's another example. 2 drop, 3/3 flying Vigilance, but you cannot cast it until your 4th turn, which is frustrating because this would be a great card to cast on your 2nd turn. And then I got 2 of these kind of modern dual lands, Dragon Skull Summit and Sunpetal Grove. I got this Hellion Crucible, which basically is a way to get a 4/4 creature with sort of, I don't know, it takes you to it ends up costing you very little mana, but it takes 3 turns to get there, so that's just okay. And then Cathedral of War, just because you exalted, and 1 mana. So those are the rares. Not disappointed at all. Obviously more Mythic Rares and more Planeswalkers would have been better than the ones that I got, but I got some very good cards, and I'm going to make some very good decks with those cards and these other cards. And I'll go ahead and show my foils too, since I got quite a few foils, including some foil rares, which is good. Boundless Realms, we already talked about that one. Clone, foil clone. This is a... So I got 2 each of these cards now, 2, one of which in each pair is a foil, which is good. Another dual land, Rootbound Crag. This Elixir of Immortality. So this is one card that, one of the probably handful at least of cards that you would need to make Battle of Wits work, which is this lets you shuffle your graveyard into your library. So if you have like more than 200 cards and you have maybe, I don't know, you're probably going to have on the order of 10 cards in the battlefield, 7 cards in your hands. Right there, you need like at least 220 cards in your deck, even if you manage to play this with Battle of Wits on the battlefield. You know, I don't know. It seems like too much trouble. But anyway, but this is objectively a very good card. It's a 1-drop, 5 life, and you get your graveyard back into your library. So it's actually a great card. I'm actually surprised this is an uncommon instead of a rare. And I got at least 2 of these, possibly 3, in the box. So excuse me. Public Execution, and the rest of these are commons. Mog Flunkies, Pillarfield Ox, Vile Rebirth, Timberpack Wolf, and Foil Land, which is about the least exciting thing I could possibly think of. But just goes to show you, they really want me to make a green deck with this box. So I got the Garruk, the 2 Thragtusks, and even the extra fancy Forest. So anyway, that is my 2013 booster box. And I'm sort of entertaining the idea of actually making some decks and entering a constructed tournament, which I've never done before. I think I may have enough good stuff in here to actually make that happen, and not completely get my ass handed to me. I think I can make a good blue deck with some of the stuff that I have here. Lots of discard cards and draw cards, which obviously you need other cards in addition to that to make that useful, but lots of good blue. In fact, I think I've got pretty good cards in all of these colors, and some good artifacts, and it's just a good all-around, I think, well-rounded box. So I am pleased with my purchase, and I am pleased about making some decks. So that's that. Thank you again for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks.